We've got a good number of people. Welcome, everybody. Hold on just a second. Okay. All right. Hello, my name is Dana. I am the Vice President for your 25-26 season. And we have Rosalie Robinson on the line, who's our host for our Zoom, and she is our secretary. This year we have our new president is Amber Buckhalter. And if she's not on right now, she'll be hopping on really shortly. And then the rest of your board includes
Well,
Patrick. Do you have a slide for that, Rose, or no?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. There we
Sorry
go.
about that.
So here's the agenda. And here we go.
Okay. And our treasurer this year is Patrick Robinson. Our safety coordinator is Rosa Molienda Prieto. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Our umpire chief is Courtney Sievers. Our coaching coordinator is John Swinney for baseball and Megan Cerna for softball. I think they're doing that together. Our player agent this year is Joshua Prindeville, and our concessions manager, Nicole McLeod. Our information officer is Cynthia Prindeville as well. We have a lot of couples on our board this year. Field manager, Shannon Dyberg, and our equipment manager, Joshua McLeod. I'm sorry if I'm murdering your last names. So thank you for volunteering to those board members. We're always looking for new board members. If anybody's ever interested, you just shoot us an email over at info@mountainslittleleague.org and someone will be in touch with you. We also take auxiliary board members, which have limited responsibilities, but they do help us out to fulfill our goals and objectives for the board. I'll speak kind of quickly here going through our agenda so that I don't keep you too long. So if you save your questions to the end, but go ahead and write them down. If I went too fast or if I'm going too fast, you can raise your hand or just give a shout out and Rose will stop me and we can address any questions that I may be going too fast for you for. So this year, our T-ball division is incorporating a T-ball softball option. So we're excited. Softball has grown in the last few years as a very exciting and thriving sport. And our district has asked us to go ahead and try and incorporate a T-ball softball option. So what this means is instead of having boys and girls, which is still an option, all on the same T-ball team, we can break it out for softball, whoever's interested in learning softball and playing with an actual softball versus a baseball. So if you are interested in having your child learn softball earlier at an earlier age, this would be that opportunity. There isn't much of a difference, obviously, between what happens on the field, but there is a difference between the balls that are used and those sorts of things. So I believe we're close to having, I know we have one team, I think already. So we're looking for some more signups for that to get that division going and robust. In regards to T-ball, I just want to let a lot of parents who may be here in this group and new to Little League here on the mountain or Little League at all, since your little one is first time on the field. The way that we do it is our teams are grouped by location. So on our mountain, we have Crestline, VOE, Valley of Enchantment, Lake Arrowhead, Running Springs, Twin Peaks, Blue Jay, so on and so forth. So we do our very best to place those children all on the team within their location. The benefits of that is community building, easier logistically, and to make adjustments if needed. Occasionally, if you're in Blue Jay or Twin Peaks, you might be placed in Lake Arrowhead or Crestline, but we definitely try and keep our Running Springs folks in Running Springs and Crestline, so on and so forth. After T-ball, however, you are put into what's called draft for farm age and up, so that's 7 and up. And at that age is when it changes from being placed by location and then it is a draft by the coaches based on kids that they would like to try to draft onto their team. So we do I've been on the board for about 10 years now, and it hasn't been much of a problem for the farm division to be able to be placed um, relatively closely to their area. However, there are the occasional little bits of stretches of location once you move up to farm and get into the draft. Siblings are placed on the same teams all the way through as they play, unless they are in two different divisions. So if one's in farm and one is in minors, then they can possibly end up on in two different locations. If you don't know, because you're new, farm is a coach pitch situation. So it's just a step up from T-ball. T-ball, obviously, you're hitting off of the tee, and farm, the coach will underhand pitch to the kids at the home plate. And then minors and up, that's when they start pitching. Okay, moving on to our next agenda item, which I didn't grab. Sorry. Our first evaluations are this weekend on Saturday. Now, T-ball is not required to attend evaluations, but farm age, which is 7 years old and up, uh, is required to attend. If you have a 6-year-old, which is T-ball age, and you want them to play up to farm, if they haven't played T-ball at least 1 year, they need to play a T-ball at least 1 year. If they have played T-ball 1 year, they can move up to farm as a 6-year-old. So let's say they played T-ball as a 5-year-old and now they're 6. You can ask for an evaluation for them to be moved up to farm. So you would attend this evaluation day. We have 2 dates, this Saturday, and then the following is the makeup day. And you would attend one of those 2 sessions to ask for an evaluation for your child to play up to farm from T-ball. That's pretty much across the board: farm, T-ball, minors. If your child is minors age and you want them to play in a majors division, majors to juniors, and so on and so forth. And we'll go over the age charts in a little bit. Team formation is the beginning of February. So after evaluations are done, whoever is in what we call our draft, and we have coaches we conduct our drafts so that the coaches can pick the kids from the evaluations that they went to see onto their teams. There's a player agent handles that. We try to make sure that it's equal as far as talent, and it's not necessarily a blind draft, but pretty much as close as you can get to a blind draft. But the coaches are able to say, I would like this number. It is what's the word? Anonymous. They don't know the kids' names. They go by numbers, so that we try to make it fair across the board. So the team formations are done by the end of the first week or second week of February. Practices can begin in mid-February if the coaches are ready to go. And practices are decided and chosen by the coaches. So if you're coaching a team, or your coach is picking whatever days of the week that are going to work for him or her, then they put in for those practice times with us. We schedule them, and then they communicate with you via whichever way they choose to communicate. A lot of people do group texts. Some people do emails. Whatever the coach's choice is to contact you. Once your teams are picked, the coaches are given your names and numbers to contact you, and we'll reach out. Opening day is March 14th. This day does not consist of games. It's a carnival type environment. If you've never attended, all the teams will have an opportunity to raise some funds for their teams, doing booths and things like a carnival. They can pick different games and such. And we'll be sending out a lot more information on that as it gets closer. And then it also is picture day. So you should have your jerseys by then, and bring your kiddos to have their pictures taken individually as well as in their team pictures. Regular season games will start that Monday on March 16th, and we run through the end of May, which you can see there. Closing ceremonies is slated for May 30th. Question on that, I think, but before we get it at the end, is we do have days off throughout the season. We do have days off throughout the season, such as we're off on spring break, we're off on Memorial Day, those kinds of things. So we do work around the holidays as best as we can. Evaluations. Okay, there it is. Game changer. We are going to do convert. We're going to do our best to convert over to Game Changer for each team to use for communication, as well as keeping track of game schedules and scorings. Scorekeeper training will be in early March. During that training, we'll go over Game Changer. There may be some of you who want to stick to the old ways of doing it in the book, and you're more than welcome to do that in addition to the Game Changer. And Rose, I'll have you touch on Game Changer just a little bit here because you're more familiar with it.
Yes, yes. So the reason for moving towards Game Changer for scoring the games is District is moving all of our tournament play to Game Changer. So we're, jumping on now just to make sure that we can keep track of all that, and it's easier for us to move those scores or those the actual scorebooks, move them over to the next stage as far as getting those approved and all of that. So we'll be having more, like it says on here's training in early March, and it'll be recorded. Yeah, that should do it.
So don't be too scared about that. Thank you, Rose. We'll try to walk you guys through it as best we can. And some of you on here might not even have to deal with that. But if you volunteer as a team mom, or if you volunteer as a scorekeeper for your team, then this would be effective. If you're very familiar with Game Changer, then we would love for you to step up on your teams to help your managers handle this new transition over to Game Changer. All right, next slide. Opening day is at Lake Gregory. The school district now, Old Lake Gregory Elementary, and what we call LGE. And there's a lot of volunteer opportunities for that and sponsorship opportunities. It's a really fun day. You can come out and support each other, support other teams and or your own team. And I'm not sure if we're doing some giveaways this time, but we definitely have food and prizes. I mean, food and games, and it's just a lot of fun and getting to know everybody within the organization. Rose, do you want to add to anything to that?
Yeah, and so for the game booths, you're also help supporting the teams and allowing them to do some fundraising on their own that can help pay for like their end of the season party or however they choose to spend those funds.
Right, and as we get closer to that, we'll have we'll educate everyone as far as team moms or managers on how we track all the monies that are raised for your individual teams. And some of your returners are familiar with that. And so we can track all that so you can get that money back and spend it, like Rose was saying, like on team parties or anything that you choose to provide for your team. Player and volunteer code of conduct. Every player, coach, parent, and basically any which is considered a volunteer, so team moms, parents, we have in your parent packet or welcome packet that you will get. They get it when they register online, correct, Rose?
Yeah, that's correct.
Is a player and volunteer code of conduct. This goes over the safety rules, zero tolerance policies, how to report concerns and respect for players, coaches, and umpires, and sideline behavior expectations. As an attendee of a baseball or softball game, you are responsible for your guests as well under this code of conduct. So we ask that every team you'll be given, if you don't fill it out ahead of time, your managers will hand these out to you at your team meetings to fill out, along with your medical releases and so on and so forth. Calling all coaches. We are short some coaches already for this season. So we would love for you or anyone you know, or if you're waiting to see, please don't hesitate and please get online and sign up. You can sign up as a volunteer to coach when you go onto the registration website. If you're registering your child, it'll give you that option to click on volunteer, and then you can pick what level of volunteer you want to be, a head coach, assistant coach, team mom, board member, or anything in between there. If you don't have a child for some reason playing, and you're just maybe you're a grandparent or aunt or uncle or something like that, or a custodian, parent custodian, you can sign on and sign yourself up as a volunteer without actually having to sign up a child as well. So we will, you'll be put through a background check, and we'll get a hold of you. So please spread the word, let everybody know. And our coaching coordinator would like to say something on the coaches.
Ooh, I'm going to try and do this quick because I'm making dinner. If you have kids in T-ball and you want to be on the field, you do have to register as a volunteer, and you do have to do all of the things that you need to do, just like the coaches and assistant coaches and team mom.
Thank you. And that was Megan, one of our coaching coordinators. Yes, we've had issues in the past where, when it's your first time with your kid playing T-ball, they're so darn cute and we love to watch them out there. But we do have a lot of parents who help and want to be on the field to help their own child, let alone the other children. Unfortunately, if you are on the field or on the dirt and interacting with any other child than your own, or even on the field and trying to interact with your child, we need you to fill out a volunteer form and be cleared. And so that's what she was expressing, and we will want you to complete all of those. We have a question. Will there be a senior girls? Sorry, I can't see it. Rose, can you see that question?
I cannot. Let me.
It popped up and then went away. Hold on just a second. Let me hit the chat. Here we go. Will there be a senior girls team this year? My daughter's 15 and playing on a high school team, but definitely. We would love to have a senior girls team this year. There is a way for the high school kids to play high school and little league. So if you have interest in doing both, then you definitely can get a hold of us, and we will get you signed up, or we may be able to do some later signups for those individuals in particular that are doing mid season. So as of now, I don't think we have as many signups as we'd like. So what I would say here and promote to anybody else that we have a lot of people asking the same question, like, is there going to be this age or this group? Well, it's better for you to sign them up and we will refund you, so we know if there's going to be that team in that age group. So I've had 3 people ask me if we're going to have a juniors boys division. Well, that's 3 signups that we don't know about, so we can't really answer the question thoroughly if you don't go on and sign up. So if we can't field the team, then we will provide refunds. And yes, we are still looking for coaches. Okay, that's all for our agenda items. So we're definitely going to open this up for more questions. You can put them in the chat, or you can hit unmute and ask your question out loud. Nora, if you're interested in coaching, Megan has put in there, you can message her directly, or you can go ahead and sign up on the website and put yourself down as a coach. You also can find contact information on our website for everybody that is on the board. So Megan's contact information should be there, or you can always email info@mountainslittleleague.org, and we will get you in contact with somebody to help you sign up. Okay, you have Hold on, let me back up here on the questions. What is the practice schedule for T-ball? T-ball practices are one practice a week and one game on Saturday. How many games a week and how many practices? Other than T-ball, farm and up can have 2 practices a week, and one usually have farm has a game, 1 on the weekday, 1 on the weekend. And that's for all divisions after farm. So farm, minors, majors, and up. They can have anywhere from 1 to 2 practices a week, depending on what the coach's preference is, and a game 1 weekday and 1 on the weekend. Usually they drop down to 1 practice a week when season starts, and because now you have 2 games a week. Are we able to request to be on the same team as someone even if we don't live in the same town? You definitely can put in a request, but we cannot make any guarantees that you'll be on the same team. Past T-ball. So T-ball, we try to accommodate as much as possible, but past T-ball, we get many requests for that, but unfortunately we can't fulfill that. It's all based on a draft. First year here, evaluations for my 9, almost 10-year-old, anything I should know. If you have any equipment, let me read that again. I think I was mumbling a bit. First year here, evaluations for my 9, almost 10-year-old, anything I should know. If you have any equipment that you own, go ahead and have them bring it. If you don't, we will have equipment at tryouts for you. So we'll have cleats, we don't have cleats available. You don't need cleats. We have bats, helmets, and we might have a few gloves, I believe. So if you are in necessity of any of those items, we will have extras available for use at the field. They don't have to come in cleats, the kids. They can definitely do all of the evaluation stations in tennis shoes. They will be on the grass and dirt though, so be aware if it's wet or muddy a little bit. Hopefully it won't be. Weather's getting better, thank God. Then their shoes might get a little dirty. Is there a shortage of signups for junior boys? As of now, I don't. Rose, do you know what the numbers are for junior boys?
I don't have the specific number, but it is a little low.
Yeah, so as of now, we're low on junior signups. So anybody out there that you know that's waiting, please tell them, please don't hesitate and sign up. Like I said, if we get enough signups, then we can field the team. We will field the team. If we don't get enough signups, we'll reach out to some kids to see if there's anyone else interested, to see if we can go ahead and get a team on the field. But if we just can't do it and we run short, then everyone will get a refund. I'm a vendor and I was wondering if there's room for me. At opening day, I'm assuming you're saying, go ahead and send an email, Delilah's dad, to info@mountainslittleleague.org, and we'll connect with you on that. Sorry, I entered the meeting late. Do you have any information on eligibility for scholarships available to help pay for registration fees? Our sponsorship right now, you want to apply for the T-Mobile grant. Megan, can you correct me if I'm wrong? It's still open for applications, correct?
Yeah, it's still open. All the information is on our Facebook page and the Instagram page. And if you do need any help or any questions about it, you can go ahead and get in contact with me and I'll kind of help you walk you through it.
And then if you don't, for some reason, receive that T-Mobile grant, send us an email at info@mountainslittleleague.org and we'll try to connect you with a sponsorship information. Do you need experience to coach T-ball? No, you do not. We do have some trainings available for new coaches, and we'll be more than happy to walk you through what's expected and how to conduct a practice and all of the points to being a new coach. So don't let inexperience hold you back. Get a hold of us, sign up, and we will walk you through. If it does, I don't think it allows you on the website to put I need help or I don't have any experience. So just shoot us an email. or a message. Some of us have our phone numbers on the website, but if you don't find a phone number, then you can reach us at our email and we will reach out to you and make sure you have that training.
We're also having a coaches meeting in a couple weeks. So if you are coaching, we'll send you guys out the link for that as well.
And that would be a great opportunity to connect. So we know that you want that extra help, or you need that extra help, you need that training, and we'll definitely get you training. We won't put anybody on the field that doesn't feel comfortable to take that on. If you sign up as a volunteer and do the background check, are you required to do all the other trainings online that is required for coaches? Yes. Rose, can you touch on that? I think maybe I'm not reading that right.
Yes, that is correct. There is certain, like the new training classes that were released by Little League this season. There's 2 new ones for safety as well as for first aid. And if you're going to be on the field, those are required to know.
Okay, so I think where was making me hesitate is he's saying if he signs up as basically Bert, you're saying if you just sign up as a volunteer, like you're not going to be on the field with kids. So maybe send us a private message or an email, because a lot of we need to determine what kind of volunteer opportunity you're asking for. Most people do have to do all of the trainings online. Coach, assistant coach, team mom, or any parents that are planning to help the team out. So interacting with the kids. But if you're asking about a different type of volunteer, then shoot us a message and we'll get with you. Will softball for 11-year-olds be interleague? More than likely, yes. I don't believe our majors softball teams have not been interleague for the last couple of years. Correct me if I'm wrong, Megan.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What did you ask me?
In the last couple of years, we've entered league our major softball girls, correct?
Yeah, so normally interleague is majors and above, because a lot of the times we don't have that many kids sign up for those divisions. But we might be doing minors as well, depending on how many signups we get in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, so the key factor to interleague versus not interleaguing is if we have at least 3 full teams or more. Sometimes we choose, even if we have the 3 teams, to still interleague, depending on the teams and coaches and players, if they are interested in playing more competition with other districts or other leagues. However, it's really helpful to have 3 or more for us to stay on the mountain to keep it more active and interactive, I guess, splitting it up between like if we only have 2 teams, they're playing each other all season, it gets a little boring. So and there's not a lot of growth. I saw the T-Mobile grant in the email for person asking in the chat about scholarships. Oh, okay. Thank you. Where can we find a list of necessary equipment for our child? Did we put that in the packet, Rose?
I don't believe so.
Okay. We can put a little something together and put it on our website or send it out. It's now what's provided by the league. At each game, the coach will have a bag that includes extra bats and helmets. So, and sometimes some gloves, but those are light. And so, the gloves are hit or miss. So I would say you would at least need a glove, and the coaches, when they meet with you, they will let you know what you're going to need to buy as far as color of pants. You might need to buy some socks, cleats, and maybe a belt. We provide the jersey and a regular hat. And I think that's it, unless things change between now and then. Nope. However, and we don't provide the helmets and bats unless you use one of the extras that are provided to the coaches. So you don't necessarily have to go out and buy that stuff. We do have extras on hand. The coaches will have extras on hand, but at minimum, you will be you'll need to buy your pants and cleats and belts and maybe some socks.
And I
Go
put
ahead.
something together last year, Dana, so I can send that back out through email, as well as having it posted online on Facebook.
Perfect.
That list.
Is there a flyer we can pass out at school or something else we can do to help recruit players? I'm sorry, I mumbled that again. Is there a flyer we can pass out at school or something else we can do to help recruit players? Word of mouth is the best. We do have banners posted at the schools. But some kids are homeschooled, so you can post it on your Facebook pages, your Instagram pages. You can send texts, emails. We're sending information out on Parent Square. We don't necessarily have physical flyers to hand out at this time, but we can look into that if need be. We will be putting a few more banners up. We're slightly under on track for our numbers, but we should hopefully have an uptick soon. I know basketball is still happening right now, so maybe after that ends. Are you okay? I think we can't find any form to fill out for volunteers right now. We're only seeing applications for coaching and team mom and board. Oh, for regular volunteer, yeah. So something other than coaches, team moms, or board members. Who is that? Ashley, let me get back to you on that, or if you can keep checking back, and we will revisit that as the board to see if we can add that as an opportunity on the website. But in the meantime, if you'd like to send us an email just to keep us from not forgetting, please send an email to info@mountainslittleleague.org, and we will definitely connect with you. What is your email, Megan? I don't think she has.
Chat. I'm sorry. I'm doing too many things.
That's okay. I don't think you have a coaching coordinator email. So
No, I mean, if you go onto Facebook, there is a post on there about needing coaches, and my phone number is on there, and you can call me or text me.
And if you don't have access to Facebook for some reason, then please, again, I'm going to be reiterating this email a lot because it is our main hub email, which is info@mountainslittleleague.org. You can also email president@mountainslittleleague.org. It's mountains with an S. And again, you can find some contact information on our website down on the tab that says about us, and it lists everybody that is on the board and how to contact us. If we don't have contact information next to our name, then click on the secretary, which is info@mountainslittleleague, and she'll get it to whoever it needs to go to. Where do evaluations take place? LGE, Lake Gregory Elementary, the old elementary, now school district. How's the 12-year-old team's numbers coming along? I don't have that information right now. I'm sorry. The T-Mobile grant opens on the 15th, which is tomorrow. If I had an option between farm and minors during signups, but we moved him up to minors, if he doesn't do good or get picked, will he be put back down to farm? So he will, if he's registered for minors, he will be evaluated for minors. The player agent, if he feels he's not ready for that, he can have a conversation with you as the parent and say, yeah, I think he needs another year in farm. However, the player agent will make that determination. But if you signed him up for minors and he's trying out for minors, then he'll be placed on a minors team unless the player agent feels there's a concern for him not to be able to play in that division. I hope that answered your question. If not, send us an email. For T-ball, it's our first year. Does coach reach out to us and let us know when to pick up? Yes. As soon as teams are made, which will not be until the second until after the first week of February. So you won't hear from a coach, and coaches have to be cleared before they get their team roster. So they have to complete all of the background checks and trainings before we give them the contact information. So it could take a couple of weeks past what I'm saying for them to actually reach out to you. So please be patient. And if you're feeling like it's just been too long, then just go ahead and send an email, and we will look you up and see what's going on. And we stay on our coaches pretty good about getting that stuff done, because we don't want the parents to be waiting too long to hear that what team they're on, when their practices are, et cetera, et cetera. So we are very much on top of the coaches to try and get all of that stuff done. And if for some reason there's a hang up or a hiccup, we'll reach out to you ourselves and let you know what's going on. If we want to coach but don't have our physical driver's license but know the number, we can talk to you about that individually, Nora. So go ahead and send an email over to Megan, or get a hold of Megan, or to the info email. Also mention the
Thank
umpires. No problem. We have an umpires clinic coming up. An umpire can be, is Courtney on here? The age is slipping.
Yes.
Can you want to give a little update on the umpires clinic?
The umpire clinic is going to be for children who are, I don't know the exact age of majors, but if they are on majors, then they would be able to umpire for a minors game, and then so forth. So like if your child was on 50-70, then they could umpire for a majors and minors game. And what they would be on the bases. So they would help the plate umpire with the games. And we're having a clinic on the day of evaluations this Saturday, the 17th at 4:15, right after the evaluation. So if your child is interested, they should come and hear about it.
Yes, and if any adults are interested, we definitely will take adult umpires as well. And there is payment options or they're not payment options, but you get paid. So
yeah, junior umpires also get paid too.
Yes, so we're looking for umpires as well as coaches. Coaches do not get paid, but umpires do get paid. So you can reach Courtney at Courtney. You have a .org email, correct?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. I thought we had an umpire email, but if we don't,
Nope.
we will. Yeah, we will get one to you. You can go on the Facebook page or the website and see the umpire clinic information, and you can find Courtney's information there, and she will get a hold of you. And we may go ahead and create an email very quickly here now that we've realized there isn't one. So, okay. I think there's just a couple more questions I see on here. I signed up to coach T-ball. When will be notified about team and players. Megan, can you go ahead and make a note to reach out to Rick?
Yes. I don't think I saw a Rick unless he registered today, so I'll have to recheck it. Just go ahead and shoot me a message and I'll look into it.
Okay. And we don't have teams built yet, so that won't happen for a couple of more weeks yet. So we don't have teams to give out just yet for T-ball or up. So a lot more will happen after the end of January. When do games start? Our games start March 16th. Playoffs are usually, if you're talking about, oh my gosh, the name of it. It's not playoffs. It's All-Stars.
All-Stars.
I'm like, the name of it's leaving my brain. All-Stars usually happens in the beginning of June. Practices start, and then toward the end of June or July. That's for majors and up. Minors as well sometimes. So it just depends on if we have a team. Are all majors games in Twin Peaks? No, they are not. All games are played throughout either 2 or 3 different fields here on the mountain that we have, which is LGE, Lake Gregory Elementary, Twin Peaks Field, and Running Springs CHE Field. Will softball for 11-year-olds be interleague? I think, we already had that one. Okay. I think we covered this, but I'll read it again just in case. I thought I saw a list somewhere that should parents need to provide cleats and gloves. Are they covered as far as uniforms? I think I heard you say we should get them pants first year here, so I just want to make sure. Yes, usually you will need to provide the pants. Depends on each year. I think one year we may have provided socks. I think it was extra to the jersey and the hat. I'm not sure that we're
No,
doing
I was gonna say, as long as I've been on, we haven't done provided
anything but the
socks,
jersey and the hat,
just
correct?
jersey and hats, yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes you need a belt.
Yes. So when you get with your team, when you get notified from your coach and you have your first team meeting, your coach will inform you of what you need to get, which will be more than likely your pants, your belt, your socks, your cleats, and a glove. And then again, we have extra helmets and bats if you're not able to purchase those. And our umpire in chief provided her email and phone number. So in the chat, if you want to take that down and you're interested in umpiring, or your children are at the certain age that's required, or if you know anybody else who you might be interested.
Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you, Dana. Also, we do have some like donated cleats and gloves that will be at our evaluations. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was
Yes.
So
Yep,
we
yeah,
have
Yes, you are correct.
okay, I just wanted to make sure. So if you do come out to evaluations, you guys can go through like our donation bin and see if there's anything that would like suit your kid.
Perfect. Thank you, Megan. I forgot about that. And if you're
You can
not
also
evaluating,
bring,
yeah,
so I was just gonna say, you can also bring your used stuff as well to donate.
and if you're not evaluating, like you have a t-ball player, you can still come to the location we're going to be at and go through these donation bins, which all of the evaluation information is going to be emailed out if it hasn't already, with location, times, etc. So we'll be there pretty much all day. And I know it's at Lake Gregory Elementary, the school district location in Crestline on the 17th. My son is 8, signed up for minors player pitch. I wanted to confirm his eval is this Saturday at 1 p.m. Have we put this schedule out yet, Rose?
yes, the schedule has been out. Looking it up right now.
Sorry, guys, I don't have a kid. I just volunteer. So I don't know the schedule, but
I'm sorry, was that minors?
yes.
Yes, 1 to 2:30.
Yes. So minors is from 1 to 2:30. And again, if you haven't received an email with any of the information you need, send us an email at info@mountainslittleleague.org. Check our website, check Facebook or Instagram. We put a lot of information on our social media and we try to send out emails. So check your spam in case it's going to spam, and or go on the website and click on our email. We also have a phone number available for our league that, if we don't answer, we will return your call. So you can call and speak to somebody over the phone. I'll wait just a minute or so and see if there's any more questions in the chat or if somebody wants to unmute and ask a question. There are recommended bat sizes for minors. You will want to go on to Little League, the Little League website. I don't know the recommended bat sizes off the top of my head, but you can definitely Google it under Little League. I don't think it's .org, it's Little League International. and look up the bat sizes that are recommended for those ages. Suggestion, let's advertise the donations collections of all stuff were available for opening day. When will we know pants or belt colors? The pants and belt colors will come from your coaches. So you will,
No, I was saying let's advertise it for when we will know, not when will we know, but when we do know, because we don't know it at evaluations when you have the donation stuff available. But
right.
at opening day or the carnival, we'll already know what pants and stuff we need. So if people can bring, because like if this year my son needs white and he won't be using the gray he used last year, well, he's not gonna fit him in 2 years. So I might as well donate them, and
Right.
someone can use those gray pants this year, right? So, but I'm not going to donate them until I know what color he needs. So I'm not going to bring him to evaluation day, but I might bring him to opening day, right?
Yes, that makes sense. Yes. So the time frame that you would know is probably mid-February or the end of February. But hopefully by then you have your team meeting or contact from your coach.
Right. But I do think like facilitating an exchange or a donation collection between those time frames would be helpful too.
Usually pants are get gross.
There is that
In my-
point. Yes.
in my-
There's
in
that
my
too. There's
experience.
that. Yes.
But bats and helmets and cleats, that's all good to donate at the evaluations, just to have on hand. But I do have a ton of belts that I could donate to, so that's a good suggestion.
And gloves. We could always use gloves.
Awesome.
Can you make a request to be placed on a team that practices in your town due to transportation issues? You can always make the request. However, we cannot accommodate, we won't place kids based on the requests. For farm age and up, we have to go through a draft process per our district and Little League International's rules. So, but we do take those requests and let the player agent and coaches know that that request has been made, just so that that they're made aware that this number, not by name, this number is requesting to be on a Lake Arrowhead team, but we cannot guarantee that is going to happen. Just signed up my 15-year-old for senior softball. We'll see will there be tryouts for them or wait to see depending on signups. If you're signed up, you can come to evaluations. We will need you to come to evaluations.
I just want to point out that Christina is going to be our junior senior coach for softball. So I'll make sure she's going and I'll let you know, Eve.
Yes, she's a good coach. Okay, once again, I'll just wait a minute or so, see if there's any more questions, comments, or concerns that we can address before we close out. And while we're waiting, I just want to say thank you for signing up. Please spread the word. We look forward to having a great season. We have a great board, and if you're interested in volunteering for the board, please go ahead and sign up online or get a hold of us. Let us know. We have very entry level positions that we can train you on, give you to let you get your feet wet before you jump right in. But if you're a jumper, please jump on in. More hands make less light work. Are all players evals this Saturday? All levels of players evals minus T-ball are this Saturday and next Saturday. So we have to have two so that each player has an opportunity to attend at least one. Is it okay to post something on one of the local? Yes, post away. And if I didn't address, or if we didn't address a question you think of later, again, just shoot us an email, call the number, reach out on Facebook, whatever's easiest for you, and we will get you an answer as soon as possible. You're welcome. I feel like saying this concludes your broadcast for the night. Okay, well, thank you again, everybody. You're welcome, and thank you. And we look forward to having a fun season. Please spread the word. Answer any questions that you feel like you can answer, or again, shoot them over to us. We're here to help. We're here to provide your children an enjoyable and great season. Thank you, and have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
I am
Bye.
so sorry. Just one more question, and
Oh.
forgive my mom brain.
No, you're good.
The evals are Saturday, and where do they take place?
Lake Gregory
Lake Gregory.
Elementary, the school district. It's the new school district.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
I
in
know right
Crestline.
where that is.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
No problem.
My son is 9 years old in minors. What time should he come for evals?
His time slot is 1 p.m.
Okay,
So
thank you.
you can come anytime between 1 and 2.
Farm is at 2:30 to 3:30.
Oh, he said his kid was 9.
Yeah. Oh, no. I was just answering Delilah's dad.
Oh, I
'Cause he
didn't
was
see
at-
it. Okay. Oh, he's 11. 11 is
Um,
majors. What time is majors?
Yours is 11:30 to 1.
Okay, so your 11-year-old should be 11:30 to 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Oh, I think we got an answer why Zoom was acting up. Verizon is out.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, there was a lot of people that had problems connecting.
Yeah, it's only working on my phone, but not my computer.
Oh.
So that
I'm
doesn't
doing
make sense. Anyway.
Well, good. I'm glad. Awesome. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you guys on Saturday.
See everybody Saturday or later in the season.
Minor softball is
Also
8.
11:30 to
No.
Oh.
No. Minor softball is 8:30 to 10. Because that's minor softball and above.
Got you.
Okay, you're welcome. All righty. We're all set. Have a great night.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.